Here we are at the beautiful Yas Island circuit where qualifying is about to begin. So sit back, relax and enjoy the action. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk and just how much of it are you willing to take. You're constantly balancing the car on the edge of grip from braking, cornering and traction. And over the course of a lap, it's easy to get that balance wrong. And that's why achieving the perfect lap is almost impossible. As you say, I've been doing this 30 years now, and it never gets any easier.
Seconds left in the session. Fantastic. You've got pole.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. De Vries, Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel, with qualifying round.
So, unfortunately, we've picked up some grid penalties, and we'll be starting further back than you expect. As for how bad it is, that'll depend on what the other drivers get.
So here we are, ready to go racing for one final time this year. Another season of victories, controversies and rivalries lies in our wake. And just one challenge remains here in the United Arab Emirates on a circuit that made its spectacular debut back in 2009. Welcome to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We have 21 corners here at Yas Island Circuit with 10 to the right and 11 to the left. It's a total lap distance of 3.4 miles. Two long straights open up some passing opportunities into the chicanes, and we expect average lap speeds of around 123 miles per hour. Anthony Davidson, a very warm welcome to you as you join me in the commentary box for today's event. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. They've had a fantastic campaign, it's been a wonderful year, and they come into this weekend's Grand Prix as a fully deserving champion.
I agree it's been a truly impressive season, but championship or no, I don't think they'll be gently cruising around to the finish line. In fact, with points no longer a concern, there's a lot less to risk, so we may even see a more aggressive approach.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Norris, De Vries. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Sainz, Albon, Magnussen, Perez and Pierre Gasly, Grosjean, Raikkonen, Lance Stroll and Hülkenberg. Kvyat, Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi and Robert Kubica, Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch. That's a decent start. Good job. it's time to use some of this charge. Go now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Go, go, go. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. If you think you can get past, increase ERS deployment to overtake mode. Thank you for all your hard work out there. That was a strong drive and a good finish. Well done.
That's it for another Grand Prix and a fantastic win for Mercedes. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. That was an epic battle today. How do you think this... You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip? Great. Well, that's everything.
Nice job this season. You've been performing well, and that's putting us in a strong negotiating position contract-wise. Plus, my 10%'s getting more valuable. So enjoy your break, and keep up the good work next year. That's very disappointing. I know you can do better than that. Take stock of what went wrong so you can get a better result next time. From here, we can change the team that we're negotiating with. There's no rule saying you need to stay in the same seat forever. Selecting a team here only affects the negotiation. The actual move won't take place until the following race weekend. All right, the terms have been agreed. All that's left is to sign the paperwork. You'll be on this new deal from the next race weekend.